What's cracking, y'all? Welcome back to the station. Welcome back to the channel. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Ray G. And now that the 2023 NFL draft cycle is over, I get to go back to doing one of the things that I love doing the most, which is breaking down film, talking through prospects, watching the game, sharing that information, and doing it with y'all. So excited to start this thing off here in 2023 with a first-round pick at the running back position. A lot of people didn't see it coming, but the Detroit Lions selected Jahmyr Gibbs, 12 overall. And what I love to do after the draft is over is go back, look at the teams in which these players got drafted by, look at how they're deployed. In this case, DeAndre Swift was used in Ben Johnson's offense. Sort of imagine what this is going to look like with Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. I got some plays from DeAndre Swift, got some plays from Jahmyr Gibbs. We're going to see how all of this lines up and how good it could be for us in fantasy football, whether you're fans of the Lions, NFL, it doesn't matter. I'm not here to debate and talk about how they should or should not have spent the first-round pick on a running back. We're just looking at the scheme fit, the position, the talent of the player, and what it's going to look like next year for the Detroit Lions. Got some good stuff dialed up for us tonight, so let's get to it right now. One of the things that you notice when you go back and you watch the Lions tape is they use a lot of misdirection to create space for the running backs and their wide receivers. And on this first play that you see, a lot of misdirection, allowing DeAndre Swift to pick up the first down on this reception. And we'll see some plays from Jahmyr Gibbs at Alabama that did sort of the same things that you see in this play. What I love about this is it shows play side this way. So DeAndre Swift, the lineman, all blocking this side. You're going to see this wide receiver right here, DJ Chark, bring it back across, freeze that linebacker just enough for them to think that DeAndre Swift may not be getting the ball and it's going to be going to the wide receiver, right? Now you've got Jared Goff rolling out to this direction, occupied eyes right here. Everybody is crashing down. Meanwhile, DeAndre Swift peeling outside. You got this receiver dragging across the field, and then the safety eyeballing the quarterback. Jared Goff was a maniac on play action passes this year, and then here they go. Boom, swing it back out. And because you only had two wide receivers in the set with Amon-Ra St. Brown and DJ Chark, you get these athletic offensive linemen for Detroit out in space pulling. Good things are going to happen, and you see that right here with DeAndre Swift. One more time, you see Amon-Ra St. Brown isolated right here. There's one receiver, there's two. You've got a tight end here. You've got an extra offensive tackle here. Everything is showing run. But man, Ben Johnson and what he does with Jared Goff, this running game, the play action game, just creates a lot of space and a lot of opportunities for the pass catching running back in this offense. Insert Jahmyr Gibbs. All right, another play. This was first game of the season versus the Detroit Lions. Now, they're going to give you a similar concept of a screenplay, but this time you've got three wide receivers right here with Amon-Ra Brown in the slot. And what he's going to do is motion, and you're going to watch these two linebackers have to pay attention to Amon-Ra St. Brown with the action and the play fake. Watch what happens right here. Here we go. Play side, we're going to fake and boot out. There goes that wide receiver. We know who Amon-Ra St. Brown is. TJ Hawkinson is blocking here. You've got this receiver, DJ Chark, peeling across the field. These linebackers, they froze for a second, allowing DeAndre Swift to get out here and be set up in space right here. Look at this. Everybody is going backside where the play fake was designed to go with Amon-Ra St. Brown crossing across the field. Now you got DeAndre Swift one-on-one. You've got Penei Sewell out here. You've got hat on a hat. You've got space. This is what's exciting to think about with Jahmyr Gibbs. And there he goes right there. DeAndre Swift making people miss, move the ball downfield. Jahmyr Gibbs in this Ben Johnson offense, despite the 12th overall pick, should be fun. It doesn't matter. It's going to be fun. He's a good player. DeAndre Swift is a damn good player here too. But you see it again. There's the play fake. Get everybody flowing backside. Everything. The entire defense. Now you got to stop. By the time people recognize what's going on, these guys are still going this way. Hargrave knows what's going on, but he's out there by himself. He can't make that play on DeAndre Swift. He does all he can, but Swift is too talented. Breaks tackles again. Imagining Jahmyr Gibbs in this offense is going to be fun. Another play right here. Let me move myself out of the way so you can see what's happening right here. You got four pass catchers out wide, one tight end, three wide receivers. You got offset running back. That's Justin Jackson in the backfield. What you're going to see is like a natural pick route, right? TJ Hawkinson is going to release up the field. You're going to see this wide receiver run a square in right here. Justin Jackson is going to flow through the hole, kind of slow play it, recognize it's zone coverage. Then he's going to break out, creating a natural rub between this guy, and those two linebackers. Now, I'm not so much concerned with the execution of the play because you'll see Justin Jackson drops it. but I like the scheme and the design of the play. The execution will be better with Jahmyr Gibbs, but the design, right? Watch Jackson. He's back here in the shotgun formation. It's pass block. You see the linemen that they're dropping back in the pass block stance. He's not even going to try to fill and fake. It's not going to be any linebacker for him to block. All his job is to slow play this enough to create that natural rub route, and then this should be 6 points. Now, imagine instead of this being Justin Jackson, that's Jahmyr Gibbs. We feel a lot better about this play design from Ben Johnson to get his running back in space. And again, this is what's exciting about Detroit and what Ben Johnson does. You'll see this same play from the reverse angle, but as you watch these games and you really go back and kind of study what the Lions did, and Jamal Williams, I believe he only caught 12 passes on the season last year. There was no doubt about it who was getting the ball in crunch time as far as like 4-minute offense, 2-minute drill, passing down situations. It was DeAndre Swift. It was Justin Jackson. So here we go again. Another beautifully designed play. Now, the execution of the play didn't work as well as it could because Amon-Ra wasn't able to hold this block. But watch what look at the formation right here. Got a bunch formation right there with 3 wide receivers. All of these defenders are clumped up. Amon-Ra St. Brown's job, all he's going to have to do, and I say all, is chip, I believe that's Josh Allen right here. And if he makes this, DeAndre Swift is flowing in behind those 3 guys who are sort of just getting in the way. Another natural pick rub route opportunity for those wide receivers, right? There you go. They're just kind of getting in the way of those defenders. They're not really running a route, but you can't look like you're blocking. So they've got to kind of play it off. But this is a great player right there in Josh Allen. He's able to defeat that block. But had he chipped him just a little bit more, DeAndre Swift is in the flats, and there's nobody but space and opportunity right here. Watch this. There it is. Catches it, and it's that one block, and you'll see it from the reverse angle. It's that one block by Amon-Ra St. Brown. He just couldn't quite hold him, and that's what was able right there. Just a little bit more. So the execution didn't work out 100%. Still picks up the first down. But had that block been made, thinking about Gibbs in that formation, really exciting. Another way in which Detroit utilized DeAndre Swift last year, split out wide. You see him down here. All Chark is going to do is clear it out. He's going to delay, drag route across. Execution isn't good because there's pressure to unblock defender. But you see the play design to get Swift in space. Right here, kind of delay. There goes another crossing route right there, kind of natural rub with those 2 guys. But I mean, Jared Goff is back there with his hands up. The ball is out late. It's not right, and the play's blown dead. But again, seeing the ways in which the Lions wanted to get DeAndre Swift the ball early this season, and thinking about what they said about Jahmyr Gibbs, his ability to be an offensive weapon. I'm looking at Ben Johnson and thinking, here goes right here, Jahmyr Gibbs, sort of that misdirection screenplay. You get this guy, who this guy doesn't even get a hand on him, right? Is dynamic in space. He's explosive, excellent contact balance in that screen game. You'll see another play right here, right? Play action. They sort of designed the play to go the other way. The linemen are pulling. There's Jahmyr Gibbs. Your job is to make the first defender miss. He does that, splits the defense, and almost scores a touchdown right there. So the first couple of clips we saw from DeAndre Swift were those misdirection, those counters, those screens, getting him in space. You got to utilize that vision. You got to play with pace and control. You see Jahmyr Gibbs do that constantly on his tape. Again, flow through the hole. Let's just get him the ball in space. There goes one of those short in-breaking routes. Now it's up to you to do something after the catch. And he's phenomenal, making the first, second, third, fourth defender miss, the balance, the power, the speed, the vision, everything inside of this young man that Detroit spent the 12th overall pick on. Ben Johnson, what he was able to do with Jared Goff in the play action game. Jared Goff, if he doesn't see it downfield, he has no problem checking it down to the running back, and this is what's going to make Jahmyr Gibbs score a lot of points in fantasy and score a lot of touchdowns for the Detroit Lions and help them win ball games. I've got them projected to win the NFC North, and I think this is a player that's definitely going to help them do that. Now, we saw some plays of Swift in the passing game. Now let's look at how dynamic he is in the running game, and one of the things that you notice with the Lions in their running game, they run a lot of counters, a lot of misdirections, and a lot of traps. When you're running those kind of trap plays where you're counting on your tight end, crack back down on an interior defensive tackle or vice versa, you got to have a running back with the vision, patience, and the foot quickness to get through the hole, hit it, and make defenders miss. And you see DeAndre Swift do that right there. TJ Hawkinson seals that up. All your other linemen hat on a hat. This guy's kicked out Josh Sweat. He's handled for by Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now it's up to the running back. Swift, you got to make a defender miss. There's the free defender right there. What's he do? Boom. Dead leg to the ground. This is first game of the season. I believe the second play for the Detroit Lions on the 2022 season. And you see just beautiful execution by this fantastic offensive line. Good running by DeAndre Swift. A lot of these run concepts, when you watch Detroit, look at this. Everybody's crossing, right? This guard pulls around this way. You got TJ Hawkinson coming down the trap right there. This guy's sealing out the edge. There's going to be the hole, right? Everybody is hat on a hat. Phenomenal blocking. Running back's got to be able to do his job and make that defender miss. That is Swift's job, is to make that free defender miss, and that's James Bradberry, right? All-pro player. DeAndre Swift is a damn good one. It's unfortunate that things weren't able to work out between those two teams, between that player and that team, because DeAndre Swift, watching these clips, he is very, 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 very talented. Again, patience, footwork. Here you go right here. Got a combo block right there inside. DeAndre Swift goes play side, realizes that linebacker replace that hole right there. So Swift's got to use the vision, see the blocks, hat on the hat right here. Now it's your job to make somebody miss, and he does that, getting through the hole, picking up the ball, moving it downfield. Not only was he good in the passing game and the receiving game, DeAndre Swift, when on the field, is legit one of the best, most talented running backs in the NFL. Again, patience right here. You see the footwork, right? There goes the misdirect. You got one lineman going this way. Got him creating that natural lane right there for him. Sewell coming out to handle C.J. Mosley. This guy's got to be patient. Let his block set up. Let stuff set up. He does just that. Reads it, hits the hole, picks a direction, and then he's moving the ball downfield. Not only is Swift good in the passing game, he's explosive in the running game. Right here, right? You're in the goal line situation. Swift doesn't get a lot of these inside the 10-yard carries, so when you get them, you got to make them happen. And he's got the juice and the explosiveness to hit the edge, dialing up a lot of creative plays for DeAndre Swift. When you're talking about speed, footwork, patience, look at the deceleration and the vision to see that all these linemen pushing their guys this way. He's sealed off there. There's the lane, Jahmyr Gibbs. You got to be able to slow down, decelerate, and then accelerate, right? He does that better than almost anybody in this class. His ability to slow it down, put his foot in the ground, and then hit top speed. And I believe on this play, he did top out at close to 23 miles per hour on this run. It's a special, special skill set, but it's not just the big plays. This was probably one of my favorite runs that I saw from Jahmyr Gibbs in 2022, and he picked up a whopping 5 yards on the play. But you just see how shifty and how quick he is right now. I mean, all his momentum is to carry him to the outside, but he's able to stop on a dime, out-leverage that defender, and then get north and south, which when you see it from the reverse angle, you just think, how did he even do that? And dragging a defensive tackle along the way. It's the deceleration ability, right? Look at this. Boom, get through the hole, stop on a dime, and then accelerate through the hole. That is just an impressive piece of running by this young man. And when you see what Ben Johnson was calling up for DeAndre Swift, you've got a player, this skill set, ability to stop on a dime, get north and south, and then still finish with physicality. Jahmyr Gibbs is a talented running back, and when he puts the patience, the vision, the speed, the contact balance, and the power all together, you get beautiful runs like this. And I just cannot wait to see how Detroit's going to deploy him. Spending the 12th overall pick on a running back, you better damn well believe they are going to utilize Jahmyr Gibbs as much as possible. And when you watch the tape, it was very clear for Detroit last year when they wanted those big explosive plays, hadn't the running back in the receiving game. It was not Jamal Williams. It was DeAndre Swift. So I'm hoping that everything that we saw from Ben Johnson and his creativity with the Detroit Lions last year will carry over, because if that does, good things are bound to happen for the Lions, for Jahmyr Gibbs. Fans should be happy. If you have him in fantasy football, you should be even more excited. Really think this is a beautiful scheme fit with this running back, and excited for Jahmyr Gibbs in Detroit here in 2023. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Try to keep it short, simple, get straight to the point. If y'all enjoyed the content, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, like the content. I'll be doing these throughout the entire summer for all these rookies. Jaden Reed, Bijan Robinson, all of them. How do they fit in their teams? Appreciate y'all tapping in. Until the next time, I'm out. Peace.